Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout will be for the Valor Women's Featherweight Kickboxing Championship, brought to you by Apex Fight 2, going down July 12th in Abingdon, Virginia. Your representative now will be Josh Ward. Interesting girls fighting out of the red corner with the kickboxing record, 1 win, no losses. She's 5'6", weighing in at 126.2 pounds. Fighting at Pro MMA in Athens, Georgia, Ashley Straight. With a record 1 win, no losses. She stands 5'6" inches tall, weighing at 126.8 pounds. D1 MMA and Team Chaos in Knoxville, Tennessee, Jenn Carney.
Kickboxing championship action here. Volunteer Brawl. Ashley Samples against Jennifer Carney for the 128 Valor kickboxing title. Ashley's husband Ace holds the 120-pound title for the male kickboxers for Valor. So trying to establish household dominance, I guess, over that weight class.
Everybody loves to see a chick fight, so here we go.
There you go. Both coming out swinging.
Swinging. Good
I think one interesting thing about this fight.
3-4 right hands lands for him.
One interesting thing I think about this, I would consider Chaos. When I think Chaos, I think more about their ground skills. And now here we have a Chaos fighter in a kickboxing fight. So it's a little, well, Doral MMA, Ashley's gym, I consider more of a stand-up gym. So I think that's kind of an interesting aspect to this.
One thing that always impressed me about the female fights, whether it's MMA or kickboxing, 90% of the time, the girls don't care to go out there and absolutely swing. Guys, I mean, I probably had 10, 11 fights before I was comfortable with, standing up there and swinging with somebody. But all girls, they go out there and look at them, they're swinging.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, right?
Delve into the mind of the female psyche, Adam Townsend.
I have no idea.
And explain that.
The female psyche is the last thing I want to learn about. I'll tell you what, both these girls are landing good right hands.
Carney's taking some shots, but she keeps coming forward, which, I mean, that's impressive.
Ashley keeps throwing that jab out there, but Jenn keeps countering it with the right hand. Once again, there it was. Slip right hand counter, slip jab counter right hand, slip jab counter right hand. It's landing for it. Nice little kick. Action is slowed down severely right now. Both of them come out swinging. It's only 2-minute round, but still, yeah. Out here, when you're doing nothing but punching, it's one of the roughest cardio you can possibly do.
And it's hot and humid, as we've mentioned many times tonight.
Nice little team kick coming from Ashley. Good little left kick. Another jabbing. Jenn is backing up now. She's trying to go for it now.
This is a really cool venue for those of you who aren't here or kind of undercover here at the World Fair Park in Knoxville.
10 seconds left. Superman punch from Jenn.
You have refereed kickboxing before. How would you score that round from an official perspective?
Ashley, simply because she landed the harder shots. The other girl did, but she kind of gassed. Jenn kind of did, but at the end she a little bit of gas, just a little bit. And I would give the last part of the round definitely to Ashley. Kickboxing is one of the hardest things to ref, by the way. If people think, oh, it's not MMA, it's going to be a lot easier. Kickboxing's out there. They're swinging, kicking. There's so many different rules to it too. MMA, you've got, amateur MMA, you don't need or elbow the face and don't do no heel hooks. And that's really the gist of the rules. But as kickboxing, you can't take down, you can't grab the head, you can't, there's so many things that you can't do in kickboxing. It makes it a little bit harder to be a referee and watch for all the stuff. Also very difficult to come from behind in kickboxing, where you get knocked down, you automatically lose a point. So, I mean, things like that, you don't see, a lot of times in MMA, you'll see a guy, they lose the first round, they're able to come back. But, I mean, you lose the first round of kickboxing, you get knocked down, you're down 10-8, not 10-9. So that is one aspect of this combat sport that sometimes gets overlooked. Good right hand from Jenn. Jenn in the yellow, Ashley in the all black. I guess that's green, maybe. Excuse me for my color blindness.
Neon.
Whatever. Oh, good left high kick from Ashley.
Ashley just seems like she's just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, she is. She's doing music.
Whoop.
Oh, good right hand. She's rushing.
She lost her balance there on the kick, the high kick. And Carney, to her credit, really capitalized on it.
Carney used a good killer instinct right there to go forward when she saw that she slipped. You never know when you land that one shot. good slips. ISO Them teeps ain't really something that hurts, but they're just so aggravating. You know, you're just getting kicked in the stomach and getting pushed backwards, and it just makes it look goofy and everything. But actually, you know, she's landing some hard shots now. There's another teep from Ashley. The thing that I like most about kickboxing is you don't see it, kind of being cliche, but you don't see a lot of, you know, a whole lot of people kicking a lot in MMA, and the kicks are some of my favorite things, some of my favorite techniques. And this ain't something you see a lot in MMA because the takedown's there, but this you can't take each other down, so it's more of just to stand up and kick each other.
Yep. That's in the name, kickboxing. So.
Kickboxing. That's what I said, cliche. I use the word cliche.
It's all right.
It's my big word.
It is 2 whole syllables. Ashley coming forward again. Nice little combo to the head there. I think she's, I mean, it really seems like she's really, aside from the slip there, really has controlled this round, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely. She definitely controlled this round. And still punching. Jenn's hands are dropping. We'll see how it goes in the third round. But, you know, you mentioned a minute ago about the 10-8 round in kickboxing. I was watching a thing on the athletic commission for the sanctioned bodies that are, you know, bigger like the UFC and stuff like that. And what they was implementing is adding more 10-8 rounds into the fight because they said there's just not enough, you know. And the scoring in MMA is so backwards. You know, you never know who you've got or who you're going to get, especially when the commission brings people in that may not have any idea about mixed martial arts, but they know boxing and stuff like that. That's one of the big things that, you know, they're trying to work on is fixing the judging in MMA. But, you know, I'd like to see a lot more 10-8 rounds because I feel a lot of times there are, and people don't give them the 10-8 that they deserve.
There you have it. A little bit of a opinion commentary by Adam Townsend.
Anyways, back to the fight. Ashley Staples looked good that second round here, started the third round. You know, I think that the big thing that Jenn's got to do this round is go forward and throw some punches. I have her down two rounds right now. She's got to come back up and get a, you know, if she was to knock Ashley down this round, that's a tie. You know, 10-9,
or knock her down twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
You know, you never.
It can happen. You know, I'm starting to see some fatigue set in, I think, for Carney at this point. Samples looks like she could go maybe another 5-6 rounds.
Yeah, she's very good shape. Somebody's dropped, something flew out. I don't know what it was.
One thing I've noticed,
picked it up.
You know, I saw her fight, Ashley Samples fight last November when she knocked out Ashley Lane. Really crisp striking for a female amateur fighter.
Definitely, man. You know, they're doing things right over there at the gym.
Doro MMA, yeah.
And you know, they're doing things right. Obviously, you know, they're training hard. They're in shape. As you can tell, everybody that's been out there has showed that they're very well rounded. And so Ashley set the southpaw now. Caught a kick. Good right hand. Good counter. I mean, both these girls are standing in the pocket and just throwing punches. Jenn's hands are dropping. Another good jab from Ashley. Good kick. Started by another straight jab. They're kind of just pity-pat punching at the moment.
I think fatigue is set in for both at this point.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine. You know, they've been out there throwing hard for a whole almost 5 minutes now. So, you know, it's terrible.
And this is really the first time we've seen the pace really slow in this fight.
That's the thing about kickboxing. The rounds are so short, and you just got to go out there and give it your all. But at the same time, it can be, you know, detrimental.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. I would imagine we're going to see an Ashley Samples decision victory here.
I would concur. Ashley Staples, she controlled most of the cage. Basically, after the first minute of the first round, it was all Ashley. You know, there was a little bit of action coming from Jenn, but Ashley pretty much controlled the whole fight. Good job with her.
We'll go to Cody Gwynn for the official decision and be back with more from the Volunteer Brawl.
ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we got a judges scorecard for decision. Judges score is now 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And now the new Valor Women's